I will tell you that a lot of my speaking has come from listening to other speakers. I said to a young man recently, one of my big superpowers I realize now is that I'm a great listener. And I also think that makes you a great salesperson. And this is somebody who has failed, for the last 7 or 8 years in trying to be a salesperson, but he is so busy talking and he is so busy trying to present that he doesn't figure out what the client really needs. And I think that being a good listener helped to inform how I speak. And I ultimately, like you, came to the conclusion that, yeah, you can give me a few tips here and there, but at the end of the day, I'm going to speak the way I want to be spoken to. And I'm going to try to think about what the audience really cares about. The most important thing that I do, as you know I did with you all, is I said, tell me about the audience. Who are they? What are they struggling with? I often ask that question when I'm speaking in a corporate environment. What are they struggling with? What are you struggling with as the leadership trying to communicate to your people that you don't think is landing? Let me figure out how I either say it differently or amplify it for you, right? So, and I think all of that has come because I'm never taking a public speaking class. All of that has come from listening and thinking about how to serve. And it was the same thing as a Wall Street banker. There's certain things they used to tell you need to do. We're famous for putting together the big, thick books. But the first time I had a chance to go into a client by myself, I had done the big, thick book, but I said, I got the Morgan Stanley book because we got to show up and show you how smart we are.
Yeah.
But if you're only giving me 45 minutes a day and it's just you and me, I really want to figure out what we can talk about where you feel like this was the best 45 minutes that you spent today. How can I take this huge, very valuable platform that I'm sitting on and serve you? And that ended up being such an impactful conversation because the client knew that I was listening. He told me a lot of things that I never heard him say when I was in a meeting with my colleagues that I was able to take back and we were able to leverage.
The biggest transactions I ever did in my career, I had all the presentations or whatever else. I went in with a yellow pad and a pen and asked a lot of questions. And as you know, one of the things we've done to actually turn our business around is we started leading with value and giving free. We have a little free training program we built. We have free events we do with our Buffini Coaching Live, which I'm going to be talking to you about. Coming and joining us. And then also we do this free business consultation. And we just basically sit down and say, hey, give us 30 minutes and we're going to make it the best 30 minutes in your business this year. And it's like, what's your vision? What's holding you back? What are others doing in your area? And then what some next steps are. People have been taking these in droves. We've had an unbelievable response. And what's happened is 6 months later, 9 months later, however long later, they go, what else do you have?